What on earth? I have an hour to go. Shit. I need some sugar before I do any tattooing today. I was meant to do my leg last night, but I fell asleep, so I'm like absolutely out for the count. And so it means today I'm gonna finish designing the piece we're doing. I'm putting 2% on my leg, just an easy little one, just to simplify 2 years of sobriety. 2 years of sobriety, fucking ignore me. The 2% of people who stay sober. Now I want to get that number higher. That would be really cool. I mean, it'd make the number obsolete as a tattoo, but I don't give a shit if people could be clean. Because that's a devastating number to hear. That 2% of people get sober. Like, it's really sad to be honest with you. As I said, I've been sober now for like 3 years. I know I'm never going back to taking it. Like, sobriety is fullest. I don't know. Sobriety to me is avoiding taking stuff. That's hard for one, but hard substances. And two, or like letting it be in control of you. That's when you're an addict, right? That's when you're addicted. That's when you're not sober because you can't just have a beer at a wedding and be done with it. Like I generally can just do that now. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I think I had to make myself hate drinking so much. It was like the only way. I had to honestly make myself absolutely hate it. So it's having a cup of tea. Yeah, man, welcome. Ugh, I'm so tired this morning. I'll wake up slowly, slowly but surely. Like, fucking hell. Oh. So yeah, I was trying to have some sugar before I do any typing at all because I didn't do my leg last night because I passed. I just fell asleep. So I'm gonna do that later on this evening. I mean, I sat there thinking, should I do it? I'm like, bro, I'm literally falling asleep. There's just no way I'm gonna do this design. And it gives me more time to practice today. You know what I mean? What are you saying, bro? That's one. So yeah, I'm gonna tattoo 2% on my leg to symbolise sobriety. Now I wish that number could become obsolete and more people could get sober because that's a devastating number. That is. I've been sober for like 3 years now, as long as I've had the business really longer. Best decision I ever made. And believe me, like I used substances for like literal depression. So it's irony is I'm actually happy and now I'm off of stuff. Thank you, I appreciate that. Just I noticed yesterday, what was it like in total? I think it was like 2.8k people that came through yesterday, 2.6 the day before. I mean, we can go look at the numbers in a second. And that's like at least for a minute. Well, I know, is it 10 minutes of your time? I can't remember what it is. It's a good number, meaning people can learn in that time. I don't think I'm like, hey, I know everything. I just think when you have good things, I've gone on lives and shit. I don't really like watching. Like, I'd rather watch David Attenborough and learn something. Right, that's just me personally. You've got like so much brain rot and crap on here, and regurgitate like bullshit information. It's just shit, man. It really is. Anyway, can't judge the rest of them because they were terrible. But that was the other tattoo I done yesterday. I'm quite happy with that. Bear in mind, it's like not. I don't think I'm even really taking my time with it either, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not just sitting there and doing a line like that gradually. I'm kind of like wanting to speedily do it as quick as I can. I mean, today I'm going to sit. I was going to do 2% on my leg last night, as I said, but not just 2%. It's bubble right in. I'm going to probably shade a part of it. I'm going to have like stars around it, but like the diamond sort of stars and some like the lines that look like the stars ish. They're just like lines off. That's the plan. So I might try and edit it about today, work on the design a bit more, and it's going to go on my top thigh up here. Like, I was ready. I shaved my leg and everything. I just passed out watching. I don't even remember what I was watching. I woke up and it was like literally 10 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna just start tattooing myself now. I'll end up falling asleep doing it. 100%. Right. Oh. But this morning we're actually going to get into tattooing sooner. Yesterday I spent so long fucking messing about. Oh, I was sort of nerve-wracking to a degree. No. Behave. Good girl. I'm just making sure I have sugar before I start doing anything. Because yesterday I was shaking like a motherfucker when I was trying to tattoo. I was like, and I was like, you know what they always say when you go and get a tattoo, make sure your blood, you've got enough sugar in your blood, right? Essentially, so you don't pass out. I mean, I don't think I'd pass out. 'Cause I mean, that just seems really like, to each their own. Maybe some people would. It didn't make me feel woozy or anything at all. And I mean, I know granted you may have a bigger piece like a sleeve that might be very different. But I tell you what, no one ever, I never thought about the tattoo artist. And I always wonder why I've got the shakes, right? And I'm like, oh, it's actually because the reason I'm so good at fingerboarding after midday, I'm so good at drawing after midday and pretty much everything when I end the live, is because that's when I eat. And like, I need to be in beforehand, and then boom, it's brain food, in it. I'm waking up and working until like fucking 12 o'clock from 5 in the morning and having nothing. Oh, here's a like for the evidence. Sorry, I was reading there like, well, not you. That's on me. That's how tired I am in the mornings. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, Brosif. So I need to. Oh, Frankie, have you seen? No, okay. Oh, don't do that to a dog, please. Right, let's get it. Might have some cereal as well or something, just to sort of wake me up a bit more. And then watch me be awake within like half an hour properly, rather than like not waking up at all, really. Oh yeah, cups. Okay, just assume that's up there. I'm just gonna come in here for a nap now. Just checking. You stop laying on the couch, so that's alright. Two seconds, I need my iPad, and then I'll be ready to start. It's gonna rain today. I'm actually happy about that. It sounded like I wasn't. I am. It's been too bloody hot and humid. I hope it's a thunderstorm a bit as well. I mean, granted, it's summertime, and we've got another heat wave coming at the end of the week. I don't think we call them heat waves anymore. I think it's just the fucking summer. That's what it is. Like, it's just gonna be incredibly hot. day is it today? It's the last day, isn't it, today? I was going to put a sale up from the end of mental health month, but I've just realised my store's down, innit? I'll just carry that over if I don't get the store open today. Fuck it. Mental health is still important. It's my store, and I'm a man, so I choose it to be when I choose it to be. I think that's actually completely fair. It makes tattooing so much easier, to be honest with you. Literally, yesterday I was proper vibing, and like, you know, right, scared. I don't know what I'm drawing. I really don't know. I want to practice sketching something, but it's just like, oh crap. So yeah, but I'm gonna get on tattooing quicker today than I was the other days for sure. Because actually, people did seem to really like it. That's what I'm gonna do. This is like fascinating. Just living it. Long hair, don't care, I'm not trimming it. Fuck vanity. That bar hits hard, bro. Why the fuck did I put that? What's that? Right. Interesting. Oh my lordy lordy. Brown
So much fucking sense. It really does. Thank you, room. It's probably me as lost this hill, but I blame my room. Inspirations. Haven't got many. Can't really think of anything. Oh, it's because my mix is not sharp enough. Dad, daddy. Daddy, daddy. We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We daddy, daddy. I don't know where I put it. Those. Yeah, perhaps keep it right here. I need some inspiration. I don't know. I can't remember drawn inspiration from that last one, which is the sword through the brain. Sometimes you just do that one, but I mean it's a bit of an intense piece. Bear in mind, I'm talking about a piece I can tattoo as well, so not just draw. I'm planning on tattooing it today. Not on myself, like I'm doing a tattoo late on myself. Last night I fell asleep, woke up at 10. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get up and do it now, so I've just done like falling asleep again. Probably even halfway through the tattoo, I was literally nodding off. I was so tired. Oh, 2 seconds. My boozles have been bambled. I'm fucking confused as anything right now. guess I don't need that then. Oh well, right, we'll just get on without a sharpener, I guess. That's nightmare fuel, that is, not having one of like a sharpener, bro. I swear down. Oh no. Literal pain. Why do I want to tattoo a frog? What a fucking random thing do I want to tattoo? I try and draw a frog from memory. It's not from memory, but what a frog looks like, and then try and kind of do an add into the image of what I think a frog looks like. Maybe like a dark one. I'm good, bro. As I said, this cannot be judged, or actually, I guess it can be judged. I'm really trying to figure out how the frog looks in my brain. So maybe got his head up like that, because he's like a little froggy and he's like an eyeball. And what do their faces look like? Damn it. I can sort of see it, but it's looking like a lizard frog. That's what I like about drawing stuff from memory. I literally, how I'm seeing a lizard on the fucking frog's body, lizard's head. It's a lizard with really big eyes, I guess. Their nose is like little holes. They are, isn't it? I'm thinking about Freddo Frog right now. Oh, wait, I'm waiting for my croissant to be done. And then, wait. To be honest with you, I have no idea what you may have said. A lot of people say a lot of stuff every day. Yeah, that's alright. I don't hold grudges. I just don't. I try and be, yeah, I like to have positive live vibes. I sat back at your phone and shit. I can't actually draw a frog right now. Unless I draw his body like sitting there. It's got like little hands in it. Feet, I swear. That looks possessed. Right, I'm gonna have to get a picture of a frog up. It's saying I just can't draw from memory. What the fuck? But I want to draw a frog. Maybe an outline of a frog would be easier. Right, I'm trying to do this. So what the fuck is a frog's head shaped like? What on earth is that? That is not a frog. That is the worst frog. I can't draw a frog because I don't know. I'm trying to draw it from memory. What does a fucking frog look like? Oh, damn it. I have no clue. Right. Oh, right. bang on the background. So feel good. Get up and go. Stretch. Try and draw stuff from memory, which is clearly not happening very well. Like a frog. Denying it, but gotta do art, I'm afraid. Oh. And then I'll be tattooing. What do you mean there's like not many people on it? It's probably because I'm not talking. Because some people have that like engage a lot more Sunday as well, and then some days just like nobody. It's what it is. People are live, I guess, isn't it? I guess. They do. Good, but canal. That's a sip. I got music in, so I can hear the noise. Healthy. It really is. Nice and crunchy. Oh, does that flake come off? Oh, melted chocolate. Oh, it's too damn good. Even though that flake. Oh, well, guess I'm gonna have to do a bit of talking now. Once I start tiring, it will get probably a little bit more popular, to be honest with you. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, really, I'm like just focusing on this at the moment. I don't really. I'm just people want to watch it, want to watch. You know. Mm. This is criminally tasty. For real. Very delicious. Oh, my lord. Ah, well done design. I guess people use two hands. Well, if I only have one hand, what am I going to do then? This sub is dumb shit. Like, do it so you can stand up. Like, you got to think about the people who don't have hands, or at least one hand. I mean, I was thinking it's quite sugary, and the tea wasn't going to do it. But, I mean, that's chocolate, and I mean, that's plenty sugary enough, isn't it? God's filling. People are eating, people are sleeping. Don't you? On this live, not much. You didn't specify. Sorry, it's good to be funny sometimes. I even know that's like a drawing stuff from memory is not working out for me at the moment. I mean, for real. Okay, we'll finish this strawberry off at least. Why do you... Oh, that's why I want a shotgun, but I've lost it. I only got one 2 days ago, but I didn't. Maybe I did. I know when Casper. I mean, damn you. Right, that's it. I can't remember. It's either a pen to finish it off. What should I do right now? I have no idea. I'm struggling with what to draw myself. I try and draw a strawberry because that's pretty easy. Apparently not. I mean, it's the detail I want at. And it's because I've drawn so long on my iPad. It's messed me up a bit because it's the smoothness of it. It's probably why I'm better at typing because it is quite smooth when you're using the Vaseline. It's the friction I'm struggling with. There's not really much friction when you type it. Cuts through it like butter. So that's wonderful. I can draw. I have done 400 graphics in the last God knows how long. And I don't think that's messing me up a little bit. Because I feel like I've drawn from my brain to like the fattest. Like this one. This one here. I have this one. And I haven't got any more because I want to do my own. I wanted to for a long time, but then I was like, I want to actually get good eyes. It wasn't until recently that I decided with the sort of light, the dark drawings I've been doing. I was like, I should really, because this is great gradient and shading work that I've done. I am gonna actually now. That's what I was gonna do. A really complex piece on paper. Because I know people are gonna want to see it when all my print is broken anyway. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and draw something like this. Which is it's freaking me out. It looks really symmetrical, but it's actually not if you look at it, it's not symmetrical. Because my partner's like, how is it so symmetrical? I was like, it's not if you really look at the detail. But I don't want to do something like that because you can just use the white of the paper and literally just grade it, essentially. I'm tempted to try that actually, to be honest with you, just work for it at least get by there. It's only because I'm also want to flipping tattoo in it, so one task at a time with a pencil. I think. Okay, I'm just going to start drawing this. So actually have this out on the wall. I'm going to redraw this. So I drew this on yellow pad. I tattoo as well. Now I started. This is my first real piece I tried to do. Ignore the others because these were all freehand, other than the sword, but the mushroom is quite clean. So art's just my forte, so to speak. Let's get a feel for placement of this. Draw this. Well, not this exact piece, but I actually can't draw inspiration. I can't find inspiration anywhere at the moment. I'm literally lacking in it so hard. And I think it's because I'm overthinking all the pieces because now it's like permanent art that I want on my body, obviously. I've always wanted tattoos on sleeves, but I want to design my own pieces. I want to be able to tattoo a lot of myself. Get good at it though, so it's not shit. If it is, I won't do it myself. I mean, it won't be terrible, but if it's terrible on me, I won't do it. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm just terrible at taking compliments for art and stuff like that because it's like someone saying, "Oh, you know, you're a good driver" to someone, and you're like, "Thanks." Like it's just second nature to me now. I guess I don't really know. It's funny because I'm quite good at drawing symmetrical, especially when it comes down to more shaded pieces because you can actually just add into the shading. It's like cafe. I don't know. I thought it was a cafe then. But I don't understand this shout thing because to me, I want someone because every time I ask someone to describe, like, explain it, they don't. I'm like, okay, like, I don't understand someone to shout. Do they mean on another video on a live? Because if you put, "Can you shout me out?" You've then put something in a chat that everyone can see. So technically, you shouted yourself out. If that's what a shout out is, I'm just confused. I'm not trying to off about it. I don't mind doing them. I just never understood it. Like on the radio, I understand they were calling on the radio station. No one can see it, so the radio, like, they have to say it out loud. They're like, "Oh yeah, this person's calling, say hi," and you know what I mean. They said happy birthday to this person. I understand that. It makes sense. I don't understand the shout out otherwise. But I have no idea where I got the shout out now, which is really pissing me off. It was in a Pringles tub. So I can put all my shavings into there. Do you know what I mean though? Like, I just don't understand it. And then no one ever explains to me what they mean. So I'm like, okay then, I guess it can't be that important. Like, it looks like someone put a towel on their head to go have a shower. And they're spinning around like a drumstick, so I use the drums. What's good? I'm trying to actually read all this, right? Because I've had it. Even though it's just so many people have gone and questioned AI, and I'm like, are you fucking serious by now? Like, not people necessarily on here, but because some people have seen some videos, I don't know. It's just jarring in it. It's like at first it was a compliment because it's like, okay, I guess AI is really good, right? It's like it's perfect. There's some errors like five hands, maybe, or like five hands, six fingers. I mean, five hands maybe. I've seen two legs, like two extra legs and shit like that. Weird. Now you can see where I've not even corrected some of mine in some areas, for example. The moon just has jagged ass lines around it because it was just simply sketched and I forgot to go back over it. You know, there's like not errors, but there's rough areas. I'm redrawing this on paper to put on the wall. And I'll try and do it as best I can. I've just not drawn on paper for a long time. But the last, right, I have been on and off, but the last one I done was that SpongeBob up there. I didn't see that. Can you zoom in? No, apparently not. Oh, I can. Oh, let's just walk in. Do, do, do. That was like literally from mine. So that's I used to be so good at just sitting there, almost closing my eyes, and it's like I could see it when my eyes were open. Like it's almost like a projection of it. You don't see it, but you can kind of see it. I don't know how to describe it. I know there's people that don't actually have a visual imagination like that, which is wild, but I can't imagine that. This is definitely going. YouTube, sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm redrawing this over the next few days on paper completely. Because obviously my print is not working. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, this is just me. It's just time to do everything by hand. I don't blame people. I mean, I have to look at it too, but I could then close my eyes. There's just certain things. But like I said, that was one night I was a bit tipsy, so I was getting sober at the time. But I was getting more because I was getting more and more tipsy in the evening. I was like, I couldn't draw. And I got to this lining around the belt, and you can let me show one. You can just see where it started to really decline in quality. Look at the lining around the belt and the shoes. I just actually lost it. I was like, yeah. It was quite funny to be honest. Idiot. No, it's idiot. It's crazy to realise that it took me to just find myself again. I set myself that night because I was trying to get sober anyway. That if I want to draw again, I want to game. I don't game people, but I want to do any of these things. I'm gonna need to just not drink because I don't know why people like. I understand drinking if you're just gonna sit there and chat with people and like. But if you're trying to do stuff all the time actively, then drinking just makes it very hard. Things start spinning, especially at the level I would drink. Proper crayon with it. I'm gonna fucking do this now because I'm gonna make this look amazing. I'm gonna make it look better than that. Actually, no, I doubt I'm gonna be able to do that, but I will try. So what I'm just doing is go in and really get the rough shapes, and then because it's really gradient, just shading in a way. And this is why I love pencil. Like, you know what, you can't actually make any mistakes really. Some people just go straight with paints and shit. It impresses me. It actually does. People think I'm just like chatting shit. I'm like, no, because I actually need to go in. And this is why tattooing was worrying to me because I'm like, I can't rub it out. 2 seconds. Rub that out. Yeah, I wish. I'm like, God, you got to make the line maybe a little thicker. Then you've really got to just go down. The knob. On the British. I think it was a British. Was it a British? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. It wouldn't be allowed nowadays. They've even said that. Oh my days, I'm just gonna knock everything over now. That is, I guess he's asking because it's 2026, and like a man can give birth, which biologically, no, and I shouldn't be shut down for that. That's true. No, only a biological woman has that amazing ability, and the guy can just suck it realistically. I mean, we have our things with it, and we have things that's we're not that. So my mum is a female, yeah, and my father is a wanker. So there you go. That is literally. That's it. mean, oh, is it an OG one? Well, I say OG one, it's an older one. They were saying the other day they were quite old. Oh wow, I'm literally reading off of my iPad. And I'm like, where's my phone? This is what I do all the time. It's right fucking there. This isn't coffee, this is tea. It's probably why it's not being as effective to be honest. Oh, coyote. I do like coyotes. Well, actually, I don't, but I do. I mean, they're pretty savage, I guess. But I don't know, wild dogs in a way. Is it a dog? I guess it's kind of dog, isn't it? Don't judge me. The most dangerous thing we have here is a fucking cow in a field, right? Don't get in that field and you'll be fine. Actually, the most dangerous thing in the UK are people. Quite literally people. The most dangerous thing. And that sounds like, well, it can't be that dangerous then. No, I generally think people here are probably slightly, you know, there's some crazy people. About the original Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings and stuff like that. I mean, I know Norway too, but still. Ask away. I'm actually just going to essentially mind trace with this thing, so. So brain chase, I'm going to look back over that once, it's just I know where certain things. That's what always I know where they're placed, because I see it from where I drew it in my mind as well. So I do pre-draw things before I kind of try to see an image in my brain before. That's why I'm struggling, man. Because I can't just go in and draw something always. Because I can't always. I sometimes can go, oh, that looks like that, and just draw shapes and work with it. But most of the time I can't. It's just I really like it when I can do that. I mean, realistically, it's not as hard as people think it is. And a second ago, I'm not show people on this. Just say that. I mean, if you give anything the time, it's just not that hard. I have to give it more detail. It's too light. I'll be honest with you, I think cows have probably killed more people, to be honest with you. I don't know what, but like, yeah, there's not many shark attacks, but there are a lot of attacks where people get charged by bulls. I have no idea what that is, bro. I think cows. Honestly, I really do. Yeah, as I was going to say, I thought it would be cows. I mean, sharks don't really attack. It's not common. It's not really a common occurrence. just take a mental image of the thingy. Like that. I mean, they're quite big now. So after watching Jackass, I'm like watching Johnny Knoxville play the Invisible Man with a ball, or just all the things they've done with balls. I just wouldn't do that. Like a punch you, son. Just like that's it. Punch your eye. I think that's why we all watch Jackass, because it's so well I wouldn't do that shit, but better you than me. Quite literally, the background it was just became like a load of blended lines, so I'm going to do that afterwards. I do have a few days to work on this piece anyway. On my days. So that is the Limelight Foundation. I can barely see it, but that is what I'll be working off of. So now pretty much I won't even need to look at this one all the time, I don't think. So they won't be identical, but I will try and get it shaded, and it's going to be to the point where the paper's going to feel like so much heavy because it's like half a pencil of graphite on there. No, I don't like Donald Trump. I really, really do not like Donald Trump. I don't like any elitist, but I mean, and it's not like I'm not liberal, Democrat. I'm not. What are they? Because you've got like over here we have conservative. Oh, do you know all of them? I do is just lie, 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 get into power and lie, just lie to you anyway. just be honest about their intentions, which are completely fucked anyway. So I mean, you really just got no option in the way of things. But like I say, don't let it affect your day. I know it's very hard not to let it affect your day, but I mean, just they win. It's something like, you know what I mean. Just, you got to like the end. You just got to have a good time, do the best you can. Like we're gonna be here for a period anyway, so you might as well just enjoy that. You could be wiped out tomorrow by an asteroid or by an idiot's, you know. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, or by an idiot's decision choices. But as long as you live and enjoy the moment and do what you do, then it really should be no issue. You never guarantee tomorrow anyway, so it's a bit of a tangent, I know, but still. Well, the chat's been quiet. I guess everyone loves Trump. I mean, respectfully, if you do, everyone can just leave if you like. Doesn't bother me. There you go. See, they leave. Happy days. I don't care. If you're gonna do that, just leave. Support someone else that I don't support. I don't care. I mean, everyone doesn't have to like everybody, but there you go. Happy days. So you pick out the, you know, who you've got in your lives, I guess, in a way. I thought it was pencil, no pen. I don't know if I go with pen. I just love it when you charge something all night for it to still be dead anyway. I'm guessing people like Trump then because no one had anything to say. Oh well. It's alright, you can be a Trump lover. Just not in the presence of me. Like, okay, you just love who you love, who you love, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. If people are brainwashed, that's their, you know. I think there's extremes lies out there, but I also think there's very evidently stuff that's very weird. Like, I mean, he said his daughter was attractive, and if she wasn't his daughter, he would. That's weird, man. Like, how I don't care how like what country you're from and like you know how far down south I'm taking this, okay? But I'm sorry, that is very like let's just say people mock Alabama. I know it's not true. It's just not true. I mean, that's like saying anywhere's got a bit black people, but I mean, that really is taking it to a whole other level, saying your daughter is attractive. So, of course, I'm not okay with that. That's a very, very, very weird thing to do. And if anybody's not opposed to that, then you are a weirdo as well, in my opinion. Children are not to be loved in that way. How do you even know? I mean, children grow up. I mean, the fact it's your kid as well. You grow up and they're adults. People still go, "Well, that's my child." You wouldn't ever. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Right? I'm sorry. I have too many people. If that's true, I'm sorry. Yeah, my phone died, guys. That'll be why I'm lagging a little. It's just not solid. I don't know what. Essentially, I was drawing for a little bit. It's very basic, but I like it because it's actually a quick sketch. Like, sketch really. Sometimes you've got to trust the process. I get that quite often. I'm terrible at art. Really, I know that's really rich. No, I'm not terrible at art. I mean, there's days I'm terrible at art. Sorry. I don't actually really know when I'm trying to do that actively. I'm trying to do it inactively. No, I'm actually not. I'm still just trying to inspire people to not give up. I draw every single day. I do the shit I do every day. Well, maybe not make films right now, saying like you would, but I don't stop because you can't stop. Life doesn't hold up. You hold up, it just takes someone else will just run full steam ahead and take the position you are trying to get yourself into. And you can't allow that to happen in life. And that doesn't mean someone else won't have the opportunity, because there's opportunity for everybody. Maybe not everyone in the world, but not everybody in the world is going to try, are they? Like this. But there's plenty of positions. So, say the 1% is called 1% for a reason. Let's try and make that number a little bit bigger, shall we? Let's make it like 50-50. And then in that 50, you might find people that like doing charitable work. I will go on the waffle about this, so I'll stop myself here. But it's possible. Like, I have a skateboard company and a fingerboard company. Each of those can make quite a bit of money, and I can do quite a bit of charity work. Which I want to do, man. Like, no one helps people. Like, I'm even walking out down the road and people literally they're like morning, and then they just look at you. And I'm like, you rude asshole. Like, granted, they could be having a bad day, and I understand that, but what, every single person's having a bad day every day, right? Fucking, the reason maybe is because you're giving people the cold shoulder, you're miserable. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, cheer up. I like to go through, you know what I mean, do different bits. Because it keeps my sanity on one piece of art, really. Otherwise, I keep looking at the same thing and I lose my mind. Right, let's start tattooing in a sec. What's good, bro? I love that. I feel like sometimes what's good. Wait, is that American or English? I don't know. I say what's good. Right. Left. See, my brain fucking does it. I'm just now verbalizing it more. Does anyone say right and they think, right, what am I doing? Or like, right, let's get this going. Or like, let's do right. As in, yeah, that's right. And then your brain does it. Left. It just says left. Like, that little voice in your head. It's like, no, left. It's like, no, shit, okay. What's my name? Trace tattoo on the door. That is the question. I have a 3D printer. So you say that. Look, guys. I didn't really talk about 3D printing. I just said 3D art. I just don't use it. Not currently, anyway. I know how to do CAD design and stuff like that. It's actually boards I made myself. So I make skateboards and fingerboards. Not the only thing I make. So these are two skateboards I made. I make jumpers, tops, beanies. This is a jumper I made. Just put it directly onto the fabric. It's got my logo on the front. And sorry if I'm exposing it there. And yeah, I make these. This is the packaging. I make wheels too. I make unique shapes and whatever. So like this one. Glow in the dark board. A leaf board. Because no mainstream company do boards that are off-road. Like why? They do have a beer on it, which is a neurotoxin. People didn't know that. Like it's like a weak neurotoxin. It's a toxin that affects your neurons in your brain. It's like a weak, and that's technically what neurotoxin, but if you look at it, actually is a neurotoxin as well. But it is just poisoning you. It takes like a week to heal from it, your brain to come back from drinking. Which makes sense, because every time I had a drink, I feel dopey as shit. more dopey than when I have a Duke medical broccoli. You know what I mean? It is. I have a prescription, but a lot of people do not know this, and it's crazy. You need to be when my store's open again, you can get it at skateaddiction.co.uk. I've got a few types of ones. I've got this one, which is glow in the dark one. Government will love me here. No, it is legal. They just don't really want to tell people because they want to keep people on big pharma and just poison them, you know, with all the opioids and fucking. Or I'm on pregabalin. I used to be on morphine. I had injuries like a compound fracture where the bone came out my arm. See, it looks all weird, and it was pinned together, and that's where it came out. Slipped the disc in my spine, torn my ACLs, my MCLs, UCLs, ripped meniscus. I broke things like my collarbone, ribs, from skateboarding that is. And I've got arthritis, stuck glaucoma, and that's rheumatoid as well. And ADHD, PTSD, and these are things that they prescribe for in the UK. See, I know, it's like I've been out to the Middle East, like I've got heritage out in the Middle East, but mainly Romania, but then, you know, it originates to the Middle East. So I went to like Tel Aviv in Israel, and where else did I go? So I want to go Egypt, but I'm like, actually, I'm good. I'm not going next. I don't know, take flipping out of it. But is it Bali? Bali, that's good. I went there and had a smoke. I had no idea that they actually are very tight on people for drugs. I was like, what? Like a few years later, I heard some people were getting like sentenced and they were like, yeah, was it death sentence? Again, it could have been. But I think that was for selling. So I don't think I would have got it for just for selling it. At least would have been. But I think it's that international law they have to deal with. But I don't think they really give a shit. You come into our country and you do this. Yeah, it's crazy. But over here, they treat it as a Class B again, meaning in America, they're trying to declassify it. Canada, I mean, I know it's medical in a lot of states, but I mean, obviously, declassifying in a sense is you've got declassification and then you've got decriminalisation, right? The two different types of things. Decriminalisation is just making it essentially as legal as, well, even more legal than this, unless it's got an age behind it. But, you know, anything, any product has my room. But declassification is taking it maybe all the way out of it, but it's still a medical plant, meaning it still has to be either prescribed or you at least have to see it get over the counter, or you have to be at least an adult to buy it, like 21 in the States or 18 in the UK. Which really pissed me off when I went over there because I was like, bro, I'm like, yes, I could smoke. Cause like, I remember seeing since like 2014, was it 15 or 16? I can't remember when it was legalized. And they're bringing the recreational things as well. As soon as I'm like, I'm 18, I can go and smoke. No, 21. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean you're an adult 21, but you can drive at 16? You can put other people's lives in danger at 16, but you cannot choose to have a smoke yourself? That made no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense. But that's sick. Well, I mean, I guess it's not sick. Alcohol's terrible. British people. I'm sober. I've been sober for 3 years. I'm going to be tattooing a little 2%. This is the rough idea of what I kind of want on my leg. Just 2% here. But I'm going to clean it up a lot. It was just trying to trace off my phone. It didn't work that great. Because obviously it's quite a sad number that only 2% get clean, right? But I tell you what, fucking over here people be drinking at probably like 10. I tell you what, if that was in the States, people would be staging an intervention for somebody. I know they would, so that makes them before and know what they're very much like and how they really look down on us for our drinking culture. I mean, people here just fucking, I don't understand it. Oh, 100%. I mean, I'll be real. I was already like, I've been through a lot as a child, and I think I had to mature quick and whatever. But for the average person, I mean, I was homeless at 18 for like over a year and a half. So growing up quick had the impact on me of like, I did smoke, it kept me chill, but I don't condone it in people because I've seen people kind of lose the plot. And I think that's why, when your brain's trying to sort itself out and you're just kind of getting baked, is not going to help that case. It's affecting me. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah, I know it does actually, you know what I mean? It is terrible. I mean, as I say, I think it's when it's not cleaned properly, it's not washed out. I think if it's a bit like an antibiotic. Would you take an antibiotic if you had no illnesses? Your brain is completely fine. When you've been homeless, beaten, and some other sorts of shit I've gone through and whatever, I've got complex PTSD to the point where I'd smell things and have a seizure. That's how bad it was. But it wasn't complex PTSD wasn't the seizures. There's something called transit loss of consciousness, which is like brain damage and trauma which induce seizures. So then that is caused that. It's like a domino effect, right? I don't actually have them really anymore. Very, very, very rarely. It's been like 2 years. But the reason I say very rarely is because there was a 2 year gap beforehand as well. It just came out of nowhere. I just think it's overloaded. But I've managed to start my own business, get involved in art, go to college, go to school, and do all those things while still being baked to the mat, like fully fried. fried. And I would have probably struggled without it. But there is a very few people that are like that. And then when you hit adulthood, your brain's developed. It is endocannabinoids. We have endocannabinoid systems in our bodies. They actually start developing, like not later in life, but I mean, not the first thing your body's developing. So it makes sense for it to be saying you'd maybe have a little bit when you're older, or at least when your brain has developed more. Because I think you just fry while your brain's trying to put itself together. You're not helping it by smoking it or drinking or whatever you be doing. But yeah, it's terrible. Oh, right, let's get it. I'm so tired today, man. This tea's not doing shit. I know British people stay awake on tea. That's why it's such a laid back culture here compared to like other places like work hard. Where has green tea and coffee? I don't know. No, I'm joking. Brits are hard workers. I mean, I'm about to get another job potentially. I'm going to try to. Then I'm tattooing, and I have a skateboard and fingerboard company. I work round the clock. I said that the other day, and someone was like, "Hard worker, come to the States." I was just like, "No, I'm good. I want to go to Toronto, Canada, but thank you. I'm close enough." I really want to though. Like, I really, really want to. Wait. Oh, that's peak. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that'd be the. You say that, but it won't be the. It won't be from. That won't be from medical broccoli. That would be from like spice. That would be from Flacker or something. That won't. That won't. Like, I really doubt it. I know potted. I know I've been around and grown up my whole life. Unless that shit's spice or it's proper like sprayed with something. If it's spicing, yeah, K2. You know what I mean? People know what I'm on about. That used to be legal in the UK. That you literally could walk into what they call head shops and buy these bags of. It just said not for human consumption. That's how they passed it. But it was in a smoking shop, and it was herbal incense and shit like that. And this stuff, people would be like on the floor and they'd be tweaking out and like twitching and shit. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, but I'm saying it won't be from. I promise you now that won't be from wheat. That won't be from medical broccoli. It won't be because I mean, as I said, unless it's edited stuff that's been sprayed to it, you can ask anybody in alive. They would disagree with you on that one. I'm not trying to put you down for it, say you're wrong, but I know a lot of people. This is the corrupt opinion people have of certain things. That will be. We need to see meth and all these other things. They even get you up, so that wouldn't even be that either. That get you tweaking and picking at your skin, maybe into scratching and flaking, like not flaking. That's crocodile, which is eye drops that they do in Russia. I know I've done a lot of studying into substances. It's honestly so crazy the things they take out there. But I promise you now, I have been to Amsterdam. I've been through Holland. I've been to Lanzarote. I've been, and these are places you can smoke, by the way. I've been to so many places you can smoke. And I have never, ever met anybody that has had that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that won't be. I agree with what you're saying, but that will we have that here too, but that is from opioids. That isn't from medical broccoli. I promise you that because the UK is so tight, they would not let people just. They've been trying to keep medical broccoli illegal for years. There is nothing. Ask anybody in the chat. Anybody in the chat. You won't lose an arm from smoking that. You would only lose it from like if you literally cut it. You get infection, or if you actually all your blood vessels start closing down because people inject into them, and you literally lose your arm, you just go dead. You have to get your arm removed because as I say, it's messed up. But that is not because of that. I can assure you that now. Like, that really, really would not be caused by somebody having a switch. That's too much other stuff, I promise you now. Because they're in a whole other ballgame. When you put opioids in it, and you know, there's the opioid scare, which is very true, because you can use them still to a degree. I have them prescribed as a painkiller, but I don't abuse them. I literally have them as and when really needed if I'm in that much pain. And I mean really, as and when needed, I really avoid them if I can. I had to one where I had hundreds building up before I cancelled my prescription, so I was still paying for it, so I could still get them. But then I just thought, you know, this is dead ridiculous. I don't need it. But I mean, I get 100 a month, so it was like 300. 3 months went past. I still went and got them, but I forgot I had the last month and the month before. I was like, oh yeah. So I held off for a while. But I mean, yeah, opioids can be really messed up. Medical probably can be mentally inducing some stuff in some younger people, right, who brains haven't developed. But it is not going to make you lose an arm. It's not going to make you lay naked on the sidewalk. It's not going to make you try and bite a police officer's face off or someone's face off. That is zombie drug. That is the zombie substances. I promise you now. All right. What you're saying about the thing of I don't know, but yeah, as I say, it's not medical broccoli. In fact, no one's saying anything. I'm like, oh well, there you go. People who really clearly don't know much. Because they think that is absolutely mental. I've got music, my guy. Guess what we've just been named as well? UK's been named a tropical island. Bam! I'm not joking, go look at it. Because of how hot we're getting now, 30 degrees is the average going to be at least, and that's 30 Celsius, people, so that's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit plus, if not more. And because it's an island, typically, I'm taking it. Something to be happy about. We lost Great Britain, it's Britain, but I'll take it as a tropical island. Even the tropics, not the tropics, but his own little tropics. I mean, we get tropic weathers. Because you get like, essentially like, we don't get typhoons, but we get rainstorm, like, pisses it down for days. Right, it's nice, it must rain, I guess. Oh, third day. What's 6 times 12? I have no idea. I'm terrible at maths. Let me think. 1,000. I'm lost already, there you go. I always said that I don't need that. Art was something that you needed to be able to do, maybe, because art's something it's different every time, it's something you're doing. So maths is something you can just put to a calculator and boom. I'm going to tattoo, I think. Oh, old music's just so much better in every fucking way. Tell me how it's not better. They had different riffs, they had solos. Music is shit these days, it really is. Spiders. I actually don't mind spiders, to be honest anymore. I'm probably quite used to spiders. Especially money spiders, not money spiders. Jumping spiders, which we have in the UK as well. A lot of people think we don't have anything, but they're very smart and intelligent. They're very cute. Gloves. So blue, this is blue and white. Oh, my back. I'm getting old. I'm getting quite old. About a day every day. So I'm in zony space right now. I would, well, oh, these are large. What on earth? That's bad. But this what it is. Oh, right. Actually, I'm so tired. Where's my bean gone? Ah, life loves me. It really does. Look at that. I got myself a little tub of Vaseline, like a new one, right? To do my legs and tattoo myself. This is so I can stay hygienic. But this one is just purely for everything else, because I mean, it's not going to get an infection, is it? If it does, I'd be very impressed. If a fake skin got an infection, it'd be very cool. But later on, I was meant to do it last night, but I literally passed out. That's Vaseline. So it's like a petroleum jelly, if that's what other people want to call it. I would put that. It's like seeing a giant huntsman in Australia. It's like fucking mental. It's like a dish plate. It's bigger than that. Actually, no. It's about to say side legs, but it's crazy. That freaked me out. Straight up. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll tell myself later. And tomorrow's my wash out on the tattoo. It's going to be a 2%, but not just some basic 2%. It's going to be double writing with some like stars and shit. I'm just going to go here. Oh shit, so tired. trick. I would, but if that's what you say. I am a tattooing current. Well, not right now, but I will be. Oh my lord. Why was I fucking tired, man? Last night I passed out like 8 o'clock, woke up at 10. I was like, oh damn it, I was going to tattoo myself. And then I was like, I'll do it, so I'm going to do it tonight instead. But I was like, why was I full 6 hours? Because I hadn't had any broccoli for like 12 hours or something properly. And then I come back to having some medical and I'm like, on my ass. Oh, I was already dying. See? Little tip there. I wonder if that colour I got for the tattooing is actually grey and that's black, so, you know, just don't see if I'd get too black as a set. Where's some space? So you see, it's freehand. There's nothing there. It's going to go in. Or I'll have someone there then on my hand, or like some tattoo artists do. It's just easier because I don't want to get all of it all over the tattoo gun. Oh, yeah. Again, crossword with myself, you know what I mean? Crossword? No. Not the crosses, that's it. Crossword. Are they wild? I mean, that sounds done. There's going to be wild tarantulas in there. Like, I just didn't realise there was some in the States. So cute. Ooh. freehand ain't too bad. It really, really ain't too bad. Like, I mean, freehand, there wasn't even a 2% written there before in stencil or anything. So try to remember double writing a 2%, gauge depth gauge. Gauge in the depth. Depth gauge. I know I'm just. But I tell you what, I'll just say there isn't as many people always think it's like you actually got some scary spiders in the States, I'm not gonna lie. Like the brown recluse, which is in Australia. I mean, you got three of the world's deadliest snakes down. Yeah, I love Australia, bro. I went to Queensland and Perth. Queensland is hot as shit. Oh my days, it's like a hellscape. It's like melting, but the humidity is like not there like it's in the UK. Like I say, UK's humidity levels are like off the charts. It's just wolf. Is it wolf spider? I don't know. I know wolf spiders, and I know you got the glass spider, eating spiders as well. Ugh, fucking scary. I'll tell you what. It's how Australians call them their flipping huntsmen, giant huntsmen. They're like wool puppies and shit because they're moving it. You might as well just charge. I know people make this joke, but it's true. They are so big. I mean, if it had his family in there, it literally is taking up space like a small family of cats or something. Like they're that big. And you ain't going to try and like remove it, like it means it does get rid of other pests. I mean, I could not live knowing that's just chilling on my wall. Like, what do you mean? Like, I literally will pass it and fall over every fucking time. What you working on? I am working on tattooing. More of a hobby now compared to like, my skateboard company. I'm just, as an artist, like, you know what, I want tattoos. I love tattoos. I wanted a tattoo myself. I've already got a few, but that's why I haven't really gone and got any more. So I've been waiting for the perfect artist to turn up. I was like, hey, me. I'm not a perfect artist, but I mean, I'm getting better for sure. I mean, that was my first sheet of just random things I'm trying freehand on. This was my first main piece I did, and then this, ignore the rest, because I mean, that was freehand, the sword. But I'm pretty proud of this mushroom. And I've only been doing it for 3 days. 2 days? 2 days. 3 days. I have no idea. You've suffocated it. That is peak. I actually let spiders out. Like, I don't ever try and harm. I'm not saying try to harm a spider, but I never harm a spider or anything like that. If I don't mean it. I actually feel worse for hurting an animal than I do a person. People normally just annoy me. That's just a fact. A lot of people do like, you've got animal love and you've got people love, people get so offended about that. I'm like, no, because what's that animal done to really hurt me? So you've got pulling and pushing lines, which I'm trying to get used to doing both. Just pull and push. Because you can't just do it how you think you can just go over like a pencil. I mean, how much easier would that be? If you get it wrong and you've done it like 2 times, you need to give it that 3 weeks, 4 weeks to heal before you can even get touch up, and then it'll take 6, 7 months for the skin thing to heal. What is the worst? Probably on myself. To be fair, it was a stick and poke. I done the cross of Jesus on my arm, but I done it with biro and a stick and poke. So it took me about an hour, and then 2 days later it got infected. So I actually removed the ink. So I'm practicing this 2% because I'm doing 2% later on my leg. So I saw this video. He described a tattoo artist, and he was tattooing his own leg, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know how much I don't like this, how painful it is." But I'm like, I've got a feeling like I don't find it painful at all. I've always got tattoos anyway. That one, this is going to make people who understand tattoos laugh. That was done with that shading, that blackout was done with a flipping line work needle, not a colour packer, not a shader, flipping line work. 2-3 needles. It tore my skin up to shit. It was bleeding so badly, and the guy comes over and goes, "Did you not change the needle over for that?" And I was thinking, I thought she hadn't. Obviously, she's the artist. I'm letting her do her thing. I found out she was a temp. No, not a temp. Like that's what. Yeah, temporary. I'm just like a dinner lady on Sunday. You know, most days, but I just come to like no. What you said actually? What about the stick and poke or the getting that one done with the line work? It's a line work. If you're saying about line work, like this is a difference, right? So, I mean, you can even visibly see the difference. Look at these. That's quite a bit of a chunkier bad boy, right? And if you look at this, it's the tiniest amount compared to how many's in there. That's what they're meant to do. Right. Pendulum motion back and forth a little bit, shade it up. Even when you're blacking out, you colour pack it more with a shading needle. But yeah, no, she ran in the groundwork. Took ages. That's why I'm sat there like bleeding, going, not really, but apparently it should have hurt. I just have a really high pain tolerance to things. But it's because of skateboarding, I guess, all the other shit I've been through in my life. So I personally don't find it painful at all, but I mean, I know a lot of people find it like a hot cat scratch. I find it quite enjoyable to a degree. So not to be weird, but people find it really weird, but it really doesn't faze me getting tattooed. And this is why I really want to tattoo myself, because it's like a rite of passage when you can tattoo and then tattooing yourself as well. Like a lot of tattoo artists have their own tattoo, and I'd be really surprised if a lot do, you know, at least one, before they realise that was harder than I thought. So bear in mind, this was freehand, so I am pretty proud of this 2%. As in, there was nothing to trace, nothing to go over. It's not the cleanest of lines, but I mean, there was no line to follow. So, and I was shaking it a bit, so I feel like I still feel like I need more blood sugar. Did I finish my tea? No, I didn't. I'm going to say this now. If you've got tattoo artists, ask them. You know, if you had your blood sugars, so you've got to have lots of sugary shit. Not lots. Don't give yourself diabetes. But I mean, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just saying it. Have enough so you don't pass out in the chair from that. You know, because people do get tired. Right. But yeah, so you don't pass out. Just say, have you had some sugar? Because I feel like the more sugar you had, the less you'll shake. If you got over the limit of sugar, you'll probably shake as well. It's probably like that finite line. But like the other day, yesterday, I was like, why am I fucking shaking so badly? Not too bad today. Right, let's try and do some straight lines. And on this really thin skin, so I can show people how well I can gauge this depth as well. Because this is the whole point of doing it on live as well. So if there's any artists that come through and go, wow, that's actually quite impressive. Why not? It's another career path. Like I'm not changing career path. I'm still keeping my skate company. But it's just multiple, like, it shows I can do multiple kinds of art. I'm a multi-talented artist, do you know what I mean? Right. It would rip it open, yeah, and you'd scar it up, and you'd end up with probably quite lumpy, bumpy skin, because you would, where if you're tearing it up too much, you know, you've got to let that layer heal. Right, yeah. Yeah, you can't. No, if you keep going over the same area, bro, you can. It's fine. I'm not saying you don't know. But, you know, I only know this because obviously sometimes myself for being massively into the idea of tattooing. I didn't know anything about tattooing until about 4 days ago, but then I liked them. I got my first one 5 years ago. Not even that. I was like, well, yeah, no, yeah, 5 years ago now. So I keep thinking 25 since 18, but 25 since 20, and yeah, so wow. Anyway, yeah, tattooing is. The reason I've gone for it more is it's just expensive, and obviously I'm always medicated. But yeah, you can rip the skin up. You can. If you kept going over the same area over and over, because you're tearing the skin anyway. That's essentially what tattoo is. You are scarring the skin, and in that cut where it's laying as a nail chops down, the needle chops down. It it pushes ink into that slot at high speeds, right, quite rapid. Like there's things called stick and poke tattoos, which would be a lot worse if people don't like pain. I done a cross on my arm, which I don't have anymore, but I have the scar of the cross, so you can still see it. I pulled it out, and it was that deep of skin. The whole thing pulled, like the ink dried in the skin, so I had to pull it out, and I had a cross, almost like I'd been burnt with a flipping cow thingy, like a what are they called? An engraved? No, not an engraved. You know what I mean? A poke, a cowpoke prod. That one's like you heat up. That's what it was like. It was so raw and red, and it was bleeding. It was horrible. But it was becoming infected, and I didn't want to lose my arm. So don't use biro ink, please, 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 or anything like that. Well, it'd be fine. I've known people done it before, but you're going to be that one person that just happens to like lose a fucking arm or a leg. Not a good idea. Right, I need my green nuts. So I don't really want to go through to the table, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I might try and shade a bit as well, right? Just a little bit. Colour pack shades. We can do different colours as well, maybe like the green leaves and stuff like that. I personally don't want colour tattoos, but I need to figure out how to do colour tattoos, right? I honestly think at this part, at this the way I'm heading, I should be fine to tattoo people. Hopefully. See how straight I can do one without any Vaseline. Why are you bouncing around like that? Four lines. Didn't even go through properly. Literally half a millimeter. That is crazy control. I didn't even have the Vaseline properly to slide. Well, I did, but I was on the side there, which. That's not really slidey enough, to be honest. Happy days. And they're quite sensitive. I wipe away the excess. Because it always looks like it's more obviously because of the overlay of ink. But that's why you can never guarantee if you've missed a spot or you run the chance of not running deep enough. And then that's when you need to come back. Oh, that's generally probably too much to answer on a live, to be honest with you. That generally is too much to answer on a live. I'd get banned for saying what I did for on a live. That's just the truth of it. So, what's the point? Hey, literally. Hey, yeah, I generally can't, unfortunately. I'm writing a book at the moment, if that really kind of puts it into perspective what I can't say on a live, and I probably would never be able to say on a video either on YouTube. I generally just wouldn't be allowed. No shade, no. Yeah, colour back first. No, line back, sorry. freehand Batman logo, right? It's about the signal. And not the flipping new one. I'm talking about the old curvy one, even harder. See if I can do this. This will be a real test in curves, shaping. So 90 is fine to slightly go back a little bit, right? But if you're going at a chopped in angle, 75 you really shouldn't be. I can already tell that just from the physics, biology, just how skin is. It's kind of like rocket science. No wonder they make you come back for a touch up. One, I'm thinking, is that more money for them because they can have a touch up all the time? It sounded really weird, but you know what I mean? Is this a George Clooney one or some shit? I'm not sure now. This is like the Batman Forever one, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. No, is that Batman Returns? No, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. Oh, that knows what it is. I can't remember. No stencil. It's not the cleanest, but normally, imagine if I had the perfect stencil down. I think I'll be fine with that. I think I'll get that perfectly. I might actually go and try and do that. I have no idea what the largest spider in Canada is. I know there's polar bears in Canada, and that's why I want to move to Canada. But I mean, Canada's cheese is like 20 fucking Canadian dollars a block. I'm like, that's nuts, bro. I just see it as the whole world is fucked. So just enjoy it. So I enjoy what we got, you know. Obviously, with this, I'm going to have to go too shallow because I don't have the 3 layers of fake skin that I'll be using. Yeah, I'm going to have to draw that bat logo if I want to do that, but I now want to do that properly. Take the gloves off for a bit. I'm also going to have I'm going to have a cigarette because that just helped me chill out for a sec, you know what I mean? It helps me. So nicotine after a while starts to like rattle my brain. So, let me think. Shit. That felt good. You know, when you stretch, it's just like, it's like letting out that fucking stress as well. Is probably what it is. No, I just need to find the fake skins. I mean, kind of want to do that thing now. I want to do something. I just want to do a signature piece that's going to go on my wall. It's all good. What do I want to draw? That is a question. And then later on, I'll be doing a tattoo on my leg when I'm alive. I will record it partly. That's fine. This is what it's going to be. It's not finished yet at all. It's just a rough design. It's like a 2%. I mean, it really, really, really isn't finished because it. And then do it on the spirit paper. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also generally a little bit nervous. It's a rite of passage, though. I've looked at, when people tattoo themselves. When you're a tattoo artist, I'm an artist. I'm not a tattoo artist, but I'm technically becoming one. At what level are you a tattoo artist? I have no idea. Do you become one? If you're already an artist and you can do tattooing, or you're a tattoo artist, technically when you tattoo other people, or at least skin. So then I tattoo myself. If I tattooed, am I technically? That's a good point, isn't it? Someone who just tattoos for a hobby, you're going to call him a tattoo artist. I would, because technically, you don't just call somebody who's like a pencil artist. I know it's not really a name for it, but you don't say, oh no, unless you're making money, you're not really an artist. Like, it's still. Yeah, you designed it. I already said earlier I did design that. It wasn't me. But I will be. I'm just gonna like straighten up the two a little bit. That's all. Because there's a little bit few janky lines. So I want it to be as clean as possible. I mean, the second you go, I tried to do this 2% there without any trace. That was just freehand. So I managed to be able to do that. But I think it's all right. It's not too bad. Granted, it's kind of crap at the same time. It's like if you look at the percentage, it's not too bad. It's just a small line works and working. I tried to do a Batman scene without A, but I mean, it's wonky now. So I'm like, if I just George, I blow out on that 2%. Oh damn! I personally did a little bit. Not blown out. It's gone into the second layer. It's gone through like it's meant to, I guess. If it was free and it went through the third layer, that would be the concerning thing. So that's what I'm down. I haven't also kind of jumped straight into tapping doing some kind of on my leg anyway. Because if I blow out, I will be so pissed off with myself. Like, it's gonna be more like I sneeze or some shit. But I mean, if you've got any sneeze, just take it away. You know what I mean? So, I'll be fine. But I've already made this clear. I've said this in my partners only because there'd be too much in my life, right? I'm too busy in the person with my business, so I won't be tattooing. Like I might tattoo like other skateboarders that are big enough in the community. I also technically really only for couple doing male pieces. You know how you have male eyes and female eyes, and they kind of dominate. Orientate to that. I will just orientate to male eyes and to other males, and that's not to be unfair, but there's plenty of other artists out there. I just don't feel comfortable. I'm just making it very clear now, from the get-go. Oh yeah, we could do. It's a good idea, actually. Now it's getting cleaner. It's like, oh yeah, I don't mind doing that. Like, I mean, it's not clean, but that's the first one I've done this morning. Do you know what I mean? So, was that 2% the first one? I think that was the first one I've done this morning. Yeah, it was actually. Bar 2-3 lines I practiced on that. Maybe. Generally, actually, though, I am looking at. I might. If people come on at one point, I'm wearing a mask. I just don't be shocked. I'm tempted to just wear a mask, a bit like Boy with a Uke or Marshmallow. I know they're like music artists, but yeah, it's pretty late. I'd recommend it. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, I could draw that. Sick. Right, I'm opting for that. Yeah, welcome. Right, what am I drawing? I need a good thing. Do I draw a hobbit hole? I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like the scenery. What am I drawing? Nothing too complex, because I've got to tattoo it. Inspiration is fucking not coming out today. I tell you what, it really isn't. By the way, I see my partner on drawing that graphic again. You said you wanted a detailed piece, right? So I've actually just outlined to start, so I can at least start. It's just that fireplace one, but those are the outlines of the people. Because I've made really rough outlines. Because it's funny, because when you say about symmetrical, I looked at it, it really isn't symmetrical. I've realised if you look at them, they're really off. There is just patterns that look like they blend really well. And that's just to focus on the bigger image to make the smaller things not stand out as much. It works wonderfully. Ow, my fucking knee. Not just my knee, my bad knee. Right. Oh, I really want to. I might have to figure out how to chase this first, because I want it to be perfect. Tracing off my iPad, I've already done it, just super clean art. Cheating, yes. Is it cheating? No, it's not cheating. I refuse to accept this cheating. If it was like Pinterest, then yes, it would be cheating to a degree. But you could utilise my own art. They're just also detailed. Because obviously I can, it's like great, I can shade on the iPad now, I'm like great, but trying to do that in person. Or at least I should have kept an outline of these images. Should I try a butterfly? Maybe. Oh, is it? It's weird. I kind of like the skate or die one right here. Actually, this might work. It's like easier like this, like the having to like flipping spirit paper and all and crap. It is so much effort, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea who's sending hearts. Doesn't tell me. It's fine though if you want to spam heart then. It's better than being negative in it, I suppose. I'm not saying it's anything bad, I'm saying the amount of negative people sometimes be on it. Unreal. Depends which one you look for. These, they're arranging. The shop's closed at the moment, unfortunately. Just for now, though. I actually set myself my priorities once. It's for multiple years now. I have just thought about the business and not about myself. And I mean, that's great. I love what I do, but I need to give my people, if I want the business to grow and I want that to be potential, then I need to give myself time as well. Oh, it's not the easiest on face again to draw this, but still. To trace this. Yeah, I'm like effective with things where I'm like, okay, if I can do it quicker this way, I'm just gonna do it like this. And I mean, it kind of looks the same anyway, so I guess I can really. This isn't my tattoo. I want to make that clear. This isn't my design at all. This is off the internet. So I mean, I guess it just contradicted what I said about doing my own piece, but I like it. Try and figure out where the detail. Where the detail is fucking goes. Sorry, I forget what you say that about. It's an art in art. Like what in the detail? Because it's so detailed. Like what in that? Like how would you say what in the detail? Like it's crazy. It's just reminded me because he's definitely touched on that well. I mean, he's got a bit more lockjaw, so his mouth's really wide in this one. Wait, is it? Oh. Yeah, I've tried to. So this one's actually the purple. This one comes off purple. Biro comes off blue, so I'm not going to just put a whole stack. Let me just draw my Biro design on you. I mean, it'd be so much easier than the stencil rubbing off of people. So, I mean, I wish stencils held a little bit more than they do. I mean, tonight I am probably going to be. Well, I'm definitely going to be doing a 2% on my leg. I'll record part of it. But it's not just going to be 2% like this one here. Or either of those two, that one or that one. It's going to be. Well, I haven't done it yet. More like big fancy with some stars and stuff like that. Because I want it to be a quick piece and then I'm over it. I'm over it. But, I want another one now. I also don't want to waste fresh needles. And what I do is I go over this with a pen. 2% milk. It's actually 2% sobriety, but that's funny. That is funny. But yeah, it's 2% of getting sober. And that's what I'm at. Isn't that like you? I don't even really understand it, but that is how low the percentages of people that get and stay sober. It's really sad. I wish the number was higher. I wish I could make that number obsolete. Do you know what I mean? That's alright. 2% milk. That's funny. It's because I know I'm always gonna be sober from now. People call me boring. I don't give a shit. I mean, I still have my medical. I'm happy with that. You know, massive advocate for that. Still, I feel like I drew that a bit off and weird. Granted, I say it's not the same, but it's a little bit more difficult to draw with a pencil on the skin. Skin, rubber, I don't know what the fuck this is. I mean, I really don't know what the stuff is, to be fair. So I'm gonna have to shade this bit because it's. So then, like, sometimes when I look at a photo, I'm like, okay, it's not even as detailed as I need it, but then I'll just probably go and mess it up a little bit too much. You know? Obviously, I have to go in and do that afterwards. So I try and focus with, but I mean, realistically, it's the tattooing afterwards that's going to require the most detail, right? Yeah, I'll be like, what day is it? Tuesday? Shit. I've got a whole week of lives. Yeah. Till Friday, I think. Maybe Saturday. Oh, who knows? Every day. Every day. Yeah, good night. Oh, that's a good idea, to be honest. I like that. Peacock feather. I'll try and draw that in a second, actually. Because this morning, do you know that seance sort of one I've got on my iPad? I'm trying to redraw it. I mean, I've added to this brain and saw it a little bit more. It really is terrible. I'm getting there. I'm getting there again on paper. It's been such a challenge. I was tiptoeing and did that and felt sense of security in myself and belief. If you actually look at it, the head started going really well, and then around the trousers when it started to hit me more, I was a little bit more tipsy. It just started to go off. I couldn't draw it. I was like, oh no. And then that's the kind of time I was like, I think being sober is better to be able to do the things that I want to do. And then this is that start of the seance one. So it's literally five faces, all the people around it in the room, and then outline for the two trees and some trees in the background. It's hard to see, so literally, I don't have to keep doing eye to eye reference. So I'm doing the basics, and then I'm going to go in and re-detail the whole image. So it's going to look slightly different because it's using not only a pencil. I'll try and obviously blend in shade. I also utilize the rubber to bring out those lighter patches where the light's reflected off the fire in the moon. Shading and gradient is like my favourite form of drawing. It really is. It really is terrible, isn't it? Like, there's no shading on the red. It's a bit shaded there. So I'll go and do that with the shading or our colour packet. I make that noise, yeah. But the fact this is like 2 and not 3 or 4, even for line work, it's a very thin set of needles. I can't wait to order a whole box. I'm gonna have to like literally fill my boxes up there and have like 0.8 all the way up to whatever the fuck it goes up to because I still don't know learning each day. I mean, the reason I like going in with the blue bar is it feels closest to the stencil, or what a stencil would look like. Yeah, I hope so. You only do arts to get girls. That is very, very false. Another moderator just handed it. Wait, I have a moderator? Who the fuck is a moderator? That's actually quite freaky. Who's the moderator? That's why I've let nobody be a moderator. Why is it false? Bro, how can you come back from a comment like that? What? I clearly do art because I love art. I mean, there's no debate about that. If people choose to love the art, it's not my fault. Like, if people choose to love. I personally just enjoy being in my element and dealing with the knobheads on a regular. That's also very fun. So much better. I swear. And when I needed it yesterday. Well, no, because you didn't say I do. You accused me of it. There's a big difference. It's funny because it's like yesterday's why I'm stopped engaging with people. Personally. Because it's just had enough of people. At the moment, I'm pretty much biting most people's heads off. So what? Don't be morons. Oh no, I'm no hate, bro. I'm just saying it's not good enough. Is that there are idiots in life. I'm not saying you're an idiot, so I don't want to. Yes, that's why I lost my. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I mean, I like to impress people with my art, of course, but not any particular. I mean, maybe growing up I did. Maybe I did growing up. You know what I mean? But now I'm like in this position of like, I just want people to like me for me, not think I'm an asshole. You know what I mean? Think like what I do anyway. It's like clearly because I love what I do and I spend every damn day doing it from very early in the morning. And I keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. I never will stop. Don't stop, can't stop. Oh, I don't have me. Yeah. To be honest, if I'd have got into it, I'd have probably continued with music. That would have probably tattooing more than fingerboards, maybe. That's not what I'm doing. I want to tattoo myself, and then I'll quit. No, I'm gonna have probably But this might be the way I have to do like designs now. Quite literally draw it on paper. I don't know. Right, I'll show people the marshmallow. Like mushroom. Oh, I love it. Quite surprised myself with that mushroom, to be honest with you. no teeth. It's terrible. I'm too focused on the tiger aspect of it, to be honest with you. It's fuck it. Could just be anything, you know what I mean? Just a blob, a few dots. Welcome back. Thank you. I guess. So I don't have to respond to that because I personally don't think I am. But hey, each their I respect people's opinion. I guess I could respect it more if it's like about me. I have no idea though, bro. I'm alright. If you want to try and trick me in some sort of way, then you should not have added that last word there, should you? I love it. So I was like, can you say this or can you play that? Can you just read these words back to me? Like, how stupid are people online? Like, really? How stupid are people? Do people actually do that shit? Unbelievable. Hilarious. Honestly, people are hilarious. That's just like an operation, isn't it? The UK. And if you go back a little bit further, like Romania and South Africa, it depends where you really want to go from. Where am I from? I was born in Wales. But when I tell people like, what? You don't even sound Welsh. You're like, what's occurring? What's occurring in the valleys? That's what they sound like in Wales. In Wales, they sound like this, you know. But no, I don't sound Welsh at all. Like, literally the smallest part. I lived there for about a month. And I moved around. I did go back to Wales, of course. It wasn't just a case that I was there for a month. That was it. Oh my god, this stretch was good. sometimes you just want to stretch in ways that aren't even, but this is like age, I think. I just want someone to jump on my back, break it a few times, please. It's probably injuries I've had from before. It just cause like trapped nerves and stuff like that. It's so uncomfortable. Yesterday, I didn't just like actually started tearing up while doing the dishes. Like my eyes started. I was like, "Why are you fucking?" I was like, "I guess the pain's pretty bad, but like because your body's still standing off the nerves, I just have a higher pain tolerance. But it was that bad. I was cramped up for a little bit. I mean, that's why I don't skate as much. So that'd be the reason. Just save give myself as much longevity as possible, really, when it comes to that sort of things. Right. Well, that's good then, isn't it? Good sarcasm. Oh. Do you know who I actually sound like? Me. It's really interesting. Oh, right. Stretch. Go. So I'm actually wasting any more gloves, which I go for a lot. I'm just gonna Mickey Mouse it. That nice. Is that the worst side? Oh damn it! I have no idea. Yo, that's good. Is this one? What was that side? If you can't hear the music, I am slightly-ish. You need iPhone. How do I? Who the fuck is iPhone kid? 6, 7, all that rubbish. At least our memes actually had a flipping meaning to them, like 69, right? Actually had meaning to them. Now it just doesn't. It does. It's a kid saying a number, so that's not a meaning. I could say anything, and it would have meaning because it's words that have been said. You can say anything. Basket, fruitcake doesn't mean it's something. Like, oh well, this is why the world's doomed. So it doesn't even come up with a fucking Vaseline as well, which is good. It does when it's proper wiped. but just enough to apply a layer to glide over. It's not actually. Right, fuck that bit of that. Weird. What the fuck? How would you lose a big tub? It's huge. It's like this big. Oh right, okay. Matt Miller, bro. King Von, like, I'm not gonna lie. I know Take It Easy. I know, I am very good with music. I know lots of music. You know, Take It Easy, and then what was the other one I liked? Oh, I did like him, don't get me wrong. But then I'm like, because I liked Biggie, I liked Tupac, right? But I like Matt Miller. He's like one of my favourite. I was literally listening to him a minute ago. He's just so chill and laid back, bro. All of his music, pretty much. Not one song that I don't. What was I listening to a second ago? Everything. So I like people like these less as much, but I like Congratulations on this album that he done for. I have no idea what that even says, but I like all types of tattooing. Personally, I've only just started tattooing myself, but quite literally. Yes, found it. This is odd. This, I saw a few people do this now, and I've done it, and it really helps in case there is any gliding, getting friction or pull. But my tattooing, my favourite style is my art, if that makes sense. So I'm my own art. I don't want to tattoo. This isn't mine, granted. This is I said earlier, but see that part there is a part I need to anchor. It's like my knuckle. So if I push down, the needle doesn't go any deeper into the skin, so I'm not going to blow out. You know what I mean? Right. It's the smallest one. Pretty much is. Oh well, you know me so well. Ooh, I'm loving it. So I'm kind of doing a mix of pulling and pushing on the line. So I'm pulling a line, also pushing it. Because I think I'm like there's. It says there's main techniques, right? Which I watched about 8 hours of videos the other day, non-stop. And I'm not like one of those people, like, when I was saying I'm distracted, I thought it was so committed to it. I should have got into this shit years ago. I really should have. Yeah, of course. So this was hand drawn on here. Now I'm tiring it. It's a terrible, but I'm going to shade it. I'm not happy with this one as much, but I'm happy it's all freehand-ish. The other ones I've done. This was the first sheet of random shit I was filling in. And the only one I actually like on there is the eye. For the lighting I've got on the eye. And this was the second piece I did. And this is the third piece. Ignore the sausage dog and that. It's sort of awful, but the mushroom I'm quite proud with. So this would be like, I don't know, I guess like my third major piece. Now I'm going to go for a colour pack or something. Thank you, I appreciate it. I've literally tattooed for 3 days. 2 days? And not all day, bruv. That's why it could be one of those natural talent things, I think. Because I've already done these lines here. And they are clean. So, I'm quite proud of it. I'm happy, so thank you. I think this is what I mean when I'm more shocked at myself. I can take the compliments when it comes to art. I've been doing it for years. You know what I mean? Like drawing anyway. So on an iPad and like paper or whatever. But coming over to this has been a whole other medium. Like, I was correct about my theory about blood sugar that I needed to have. I'd say my best. Oh, I don't know actually, to be honest with you. It's a difficult one where I've got skateboard graphics too. I'm like conflicted. The best tattoo I've done is probably the mushroom one until I see what this one's like. It's only because this wasn't a great image drawn, so it's from memory a little bit ish. But I was going side to side to another drawing, but sort of messed up on the shape of it, so it was out of proportion to do the wheel fully round, so that's why it's like elongated, like it's at speed. wipe away, but I need to wipe away afterwards, right? Can make SpongeBob. I done SpongeBob. Can you see SpongeBob up there? So literally, first drawing I done again after like 8 years of not drawing and being on painkillers. And I was like, wait, what? I could draw still? And then I tried to draw again and I was like, oh, it's just one of those things that just really does take practice over and over and over again. That was fucking clean, bro. Damn it, I'm shocking myself. I see, yeah, tattooing, you can't go back over the skin like that so many times. I understand that part. I'm just kind of shortcutting this bit, so I have to retouch up once I've wiped away. Working at a 75-degree angle, same stroke, pushing up, pulling lines. I just want to do something, so I go, oh, that would hurt, that would chop up my skin. I'm like, well, yeah, it's fake skin. I'm just trying to. I'd only pull lines like that and push lines like that. It's just the only way to do it. Oh, I probably missed a load of a chap then. I wouldn't be able to tell my client on my head either. Unfortunately not. Definitely not even unfortunately, definitely not. That would be very, very stupid. That's why I didn't get tattoos when I was growing up. Because I knew I would regret what I got. Oh, my lines are getting tidy as shit. Let's tape that in and out again. I'll do this free drawing as well on there with a biro. I'm not going to be like, give me your arm and then just start drawing it design. I mean, I might do that to myself. I'm not going to lie. The biro feels more effective, and I don't think, oh, you can't do that because you're getting a biro in your skin. Not really. It's so small. I mean, it's really hard to see the progress, obviously, because where the ink's already on it. If you can make out the difference between blue and black. So it's a bit, oh crap. On the front of the head and then around the nose, I've managed to sort of. This isn't my favourite piece. This is probably one of my worst pieces to describe it. But then hopefully with a bit of shading, it's going to make it a bit more interesting. Oh, I think I really do think I should take up getting a apprenticeship or something. With a bit more practice, especially being around some proper professionals. Sorry, Rose, quite funny. It's like, does any professional do tattoos of kids? I'm not a professional, but I mean. Funny really this taper business, which is if you continue a line with time, you should just continue it easier. Otherwise, finding out to tape it's hard. So I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard actually. Degree. 90 degrees really hard to float in either, rather than altitude, which I don't do. Can we already know in the big game? I feel like this technique's bumping the needle a little bit more. Shading. Yeah, like, that's the perfect sound, Jersey. It's very satisfying. Really went for my finger, that did. I give time out to people being appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about things that shouldn't be talking about. When that is very easily got children coming on it. Like, yes, this is tattooing and this is art. This should not be. I'm not. There's no blood. I'm doing it on fake skin. It's very different. So people trying to sit there and argue the title of it. Like, yes, fair enough. I may swear, but it's also very different. I don't have mods because I'm not a fan of people to do my battles. Even when it could take a while for me to get my gloves off and remove somebody from my life, I don't care. Because I always win an argument. Because guess what? I only pursue arguments that I know I will win. I have my own. So you want to know what's happening? I have my own fingerboard company, my own skateboard company. I make beanies, jumpers, tops, fingerboards, skateboards. I'm formulating my own skateboard wheels as well. So there's a unique formula. I'm now getting into tattooing because this is more of a personal hobby. Just to showcase a bit more art though. Hopefully there'll be people on here. Like, truthfully, the reason I do get lost a lot of my friends. They passed on ODs and they lived in a rough area in London, and it was, yeah, it's not been easy. But now at the end of the day, people will only seem to want you when you're doing, well, like I have for my business, which is interesting, isn't it? So I would never actually trust in people and think like that, which is sad, but it's just the truth of it. Obviously a bit shady with this, but this is what we're at with the line work. There's a bit show you now. It was drawn on with biro as well, so it wasn't even like I used a stencil. If I use a stencil, I know this would come out real creeps. I don't know exact lines to follow, which are 100%. But drawing on rubber is not easy. I'll take a rough skin, dab it up to make sure I know where I'm going with the line work, especially if you're doing shading and colour packing. This is where I got to the design. It's pretty rustic. Like it's very basic, like quick walking session. I think that's what I'm kind of getting from that. Maybe the line work not as good, but I'm far from rich. I'm poor as shit. But I am rich in experience. I'm rich in people who respect what I do. So there's a difference. It's rich in money, no, far from it. And I mean, these are Primark, right? This is probably from my brother. I have no idea. Like, I can show you my shoe. I'm a skateboarder. I don't know one skateboarder that is rich, to be honest with you. I have cash up, I don't. I have a store though. I sell fingerboards and skateboards. 1 second. I can't sing. I don't know what to sing. Sometimes I can sing. I can't find my broken shit at the moment, but this is literally just a sheen shit. No Nike, no Adidas, nothing like that. I don't give a shit about having fancy stuff. I mean, everything you see here is stuff I've worked towards. Right, I'm not rich. I've just earned it. You know what I mean? Who? What? What do you need to say? What do you need to say? I'm not. If you mean me, I'm not a fucking celebrity. I have a lot of people to crush on me, to be honest. That's why I was going to wear a mask. Like crushing my neck, Richie. Sorry, I'm not going to say that, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I do find it struggle is women go take off your top, and I'm like, girls are the ones that complain about men being overly. If I came alive and said take your top off, women would be like, what? You know, they'd be absolutely horrified. So to have it the other way around to me just makes no difference at all. There isn't a difference, especially when I'm not one of those guys that's like that. Okay. Oh well, I don't care if you leave the light and never tell me. It really doesn't phase me. It phases other people more. I really don't care less. I'm too busy as a man. Hey, no blowout. Again, so this is the piece. No blowout. That's not a blowout. There's a bit like. I just don't give a shit really. When someone's like, oh, I'm do something because like trying to trigger you. That's why I can't get triggered. People try to trigger me and they fail so hard, and I love it. I'm intriggerable, and I mean people associate me as a sociopath. We are untriggerable. Untriggerable. I find it funny when people also like, really like me. They're like, wait, you're what? They have no idea. So it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it's exaggerated in the media. It's not what people make it out to be. Like, yes, I could take someone out if I had to, self-defense, and wouldn't feel bad about it. But people don't realize a lot of people could. You're like, well, I was protecting my family. I was protecting You know, I'm just straight up about that. Yeah, I told a police officer, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't care because I've already. Someone being bullied in my school and it's one of my mates, and his son's going, eat grass, eat grass. I ran over, kicked him in the face, grabbed his face, was like, eat concrete, dragged him over to the concrete patch, and I got done for GBH. Pretty savage, yes. Don't be like that. But at the same time, like, My point is, I don't like a bully. Okay. Yes, indeed. Interesting. People are fun. I find it funny because people online are so different from what they would be like in person. Like in person, people are so shy and quiet, and it's hilarious because I'm not. I'm quiet. I could be quiet because I like chill time, bro. I generally do. When I come off the line, I've just got music on. I'm like, fucking silence. It's so good. It's bliss. So I feel like these is one big swoop, and then you get all that excess ink off. I'm joking, can we? Sweet Prince. Put it this way, I said my partner, like, the reason I feel like I try and trust people again is because I'm a business now, right? I'm doing well. Huh? My partner, literally, I'm explaining to people now about you, actually, if you listen for a sec, how my partner stuck through me through thick and thin, her, the one that's now currently commented, and other people are just, they're not actually talking to me. If you read the comments, they're saying they want to date that person, mum, Davy, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And if you're saying you like me, then you will be removed. Yeah, but if you look at them, they're not saying about me. This is what really, this is getting to me. I can't be doing this right now. I've literally just come on the live, as I've just said, my partner. Give me some fucking grace, okay?